Hey team, so next week our unit plans are due on Wednesday. Your rough draft, so with your standards and your overall goals for each day, should be created, so make sure you're on top of that. Also, you should be inputting at least one grade per week using the criteria for success and your essay work each day from students. The action step that we're working on this week is making sure that you are crafting a criteria for success for every single lesson using the rubric and the standard as your guide for every single day. You should then be using that criteria for success on your daily tracker, taking notes on the feedback that you're going to be giving students from that criteria for success, and using that to guide who you are going to be pulling for groups. So make sure that you're staying on top of that, doing that for every single lesson, every single day, and then letting that guide what you're doing with your students each day. Hey friends, just a reminder as well that we have our IA happening next Tuesday during your social studies and composition classes. So you need to make sure that you actually do upload that to the Google Classroom. Some students will also have some modifications and accommodations available, so double check the email that Kina sent, and I'll also be sending a follow-up email this weekend to make sure that you're on top of everything, printing out all of that by Monday so you're all ready and set to go for Tuesday. Cool, thanks.
Thank you.
What's up with social studies team? I almost called you 5th grade team. A couple quick key points because I'm about to be late to my next class. Test makeups, if you want to give kids test makeups for their RST, we will have a very specific plan for what that looks like. Give me a minute to get on that. WAGs, make sure that you're getting those in by Monday at midnight. We're helping comp with their IA on Tuesday. Muerto's lessons are coming from Gonzalez, so be on the lookout for that. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And then that's happening the week after fall break, so just be ready for that.
What's up, Humanities team? This is Anthony Grant, your Humanities chair, coach, all things. So a couple updates, you guys. So currently as a team for Get Better Faster, our team is really rocking out Personalize and Differentiate, aka aggressive monitoring. So far as I've observed, I've seen us use the indicators of really creating a clear monitoring pathway and then monitoring the quality of student work. And so the area of growth that I'm really seeing across the board is really just making sure that we have our pen in hand and actually continuing to mark up the student work as we circulate and give them feedback. And then as we're moving into reteach, I'll continue to support us and actually how to make sure that we're using that data effectively to support our students. Also, our second big focus in engagement is engage all students. So really making sure that all students are participating, and then also calling on students in an equitable way. So thinking about gender, thinking about all the differences, whether it's ability as well, making sure that we're giving all students at-bats to be able to answer the questions. And another piece of that is really making sure that you are scripting your lessons, the questions that you need to ask, or the checks for understanding, so that way we give kids time to process. So whether it's like a think, pair, share, or to Brother Clark, I believe a write, pair, share. I probably said that wrong. Sorry, Brother Clark. But just really making sure that we're giving them the time to process to answer those questions so they are able to be engaged in the work. A couple of general updates. Oh, actually, no. Culturally relevant pedagogy. Our big focus right now is number 3, which is positioning students as competent sense makers. And so what that means is really, again, connecting back to the last action step for engagement is really making sure that we're giving kids multiple ways to think, process, and share their voice. So again, think, pair, shares, write, pair, shares, getting up, hand up, pairs up, just really giving them chances to process in multiple ways. General updates, humanities, just really making sure your unit plan is due this Wednesday. Social studies, yours was due last week, so that is a past due action item. So please make sure if you haven't done it, make sure that's in so I can give you feedback. Secondly, prioritize coaching schedule. You guys have that. So for the next 2 weeks, I will be supporting a couple of our wonderful humanities teachers, and so this is going to impact a couple of things. So for the next 2 weeks, Monday observations are going to be impacted. D303s, lesson plan feedback may be delayed, but I already gave feedback for this week. Let's see, continuing for week 2, it'll be the same. Again, all those things will be impacted, so just read the blast. It'll give you those updates. Also, there's a few action items on that particular blast. Please email me if you have any questions, if you need support. Also, I have my office hours this week, so just make sure that you check in. Let's see. And that's it, you guys. Sorry I had to leave. I had to head out to KDC to support them with their diversity, equity, inclusivity session numero 2. And they're really excited to continue that work. Again, I just want to name that, as I always say, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Let's continue to knock out the work. A couple of things, just make sure that we are lesson planning. So again, composition for your lesson plan, for your unit plan due this Wednesday, you should have all of week 1 planned out. That's all the lesson due now, workshop time and objectives and standards. And I just wanted to make sure that was clear. So again, email me, text me, call, whatever. I'm here for you guys. Let's just make sure we're staying on it with our work for kids. Have a great day. Oh, also next is work time. So collaborate in your social studies and composition teams. If you guys have any questions or supports, also great work today with IAs. IAs were looking pretty tight. Let's just continue to give positive to kids. As we know, internet issues were having a problem today. So Shill and Bill, they're really, I guess Shill and Bill, sorry, they really took some time to work that out. So hopefully it works out better tomorrow. And let's just make sure they have that time to complete it. Otherwise, miss you guys and have a great rest of the day. Peace.